So I want to talk about love in a marriage. First thing I think about is in the book of Ephesians, the Bible tells us that we are to, as husbands, love our wives as Christ loved the church and gave his life for it. Sacrifice. We understand that. The same word that's used for love in Ephesians is the same word that's used in John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave. And you know, as the New Testament was written in Greek, we know that there's four interpretations or definitions of the word love. One of them for love that God used for us in John 3:16 was agape. It's an unconditional love, the love of God. Love without merit, undeserving love. Love no matter what you do or say is still there. It's consistent. The other love is three other definitions. It's storge, Greek word, affection, a love between a family. Love your brother, your sister, your kids, your mom and dad. Philia is another word in Greek for love. Friendship, love between friends. Like you love, your brother. I know this guy for years and he's the best friend of mine. Love him like a brother. Eros is another one of Greek word for love. Of these four, this one is a love between a couple, and it's an erotic love, a passionate love, a love for your spouse, a passion to be with them intimately, physically. When Christ tells us through the book of Ephesians, the Apostle Paul writing, and says, hey, love your wife like the way Christ loved the church and gave himself for it. When we said I do, we said I do out of affection, storge, Greek word for love. We said it out of eros, passion, honeymoon. And there was a part there that said the philia was there. The philia meaning the friendship love. I'm marrying my best friend. But if we're going to have a relationship that's going to last for decades, for when the children grow up and move out, and it's just you and your wife, you and your spouse, as wives with your husbands, just living your lives together, it needs to be an agape love. Because an agape love, true love like that, is a choice. True love is a choice. It's not a feeling. Because the other of these four, storge, eros, phileo, those are based out of emotion. Agape is not. Agape is a decision. Agape is a choice. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. If I love my wife based on my emotions, well, as long as she doesn't upset me, as long as she doesn't do anything, I'll love you as long as you don't tick me off. Well, I'll love you, then I'll turn down that love gauge on you because my emotions are down. You didn't do the right thing. You didn't do what I wanted you to do or whatever. You didn't give me what I wanted. You didn't give in to me, or I'm loving you conditionally based on feeling because you're not being my friend right now, because you're not being my lover right now. Or I'm just loving you as a relative based on emotion. When agape is loving unconditionally, and that's a decision and a choice that we can make every day. That's what makes a marriage last. That's what the love of God in a marriage, a happy marriage. Because a happy marriage, in part, is loving each other by decision. Like, I don't know what my decisions and my emotions are going to be tomorrow. My emotions are going to be grumpy, emotional, happy, sad. I'll get a bad thought. I'll get anxiety, or I'll think a depressing thought, or I'll get upset about something and I'll take it out on my spouse. But I can control my will. I can control my will. You have the ability to make a choice of what you're going to do. And I choose to love my wife. I'll tell you that right now. I'll love my wife for the rest of my life. Because I choose to. Which means then it's going to affect my behavior, my conversation. And it's going to spill right over into the other three loves: passion, friendship, and family. Make the agape love, the priority love in your marriage. No matter how you treat me, no matter how you act, no matter what I'm getting from my spouse, my wife, I'm still going to choose agape. If I do that, the intimacy is better. The friendship is better. There's peace in the home.